Containment or policy? This is the question that comes to my mind when I think about Savannah State University's loitering policy, which is now being reinforced in the semester of fall 2010. Is this what we want our students to look like? Criminals?
Yeah. Hey. Yeah, partially functional. Half of me is comfortable, the other half is close to the cliff, like Mrs. Huxtable. These boys got them hoses and clips, they pack like Lunchables, like white boys in grade school, while we ate school-made food, just eyeing they shit. Wish I was trying they shit, knowing when mama hit.
Actually, what I'm doing right now is illegal. The university defines it as loitering. For instance, if I was to stand there for more than a minute, I'll be classified as loitering. And a community assistant will come and tell me that I had to move. And if I didn't move, then I'd be fined a fee of $25. Is this how students should be treated? I thought this was a university to help our students. I'm Jamal Lewis, junior class president at Savannah State University. Today I'm interviewing one of the great jewels of Savannah State University, the Vice President of Student Affairs, Dr. Everett Clark. Thank you, Dr. Clark.
All right, thank you, Lewis.
Yes, sir. I'm going to start off with our first question. What's your take on the loitering policy?
Let me just say this about rules and regulations in general. Perhaps it would be great if we lived in a society or if this is a campus that we didn't have to have so many rules and regulations. But unfortunately, we don't. If you believe in a utopia, and the closest thing people talk about is heaven, so that means you need to live right, and do a little bit of praying, and then one day pass from this life and transition into the next one, experience heaven. But loitering, I recall the time, like if you go take a close look at University Village, in particular in those two squares, you would see in those courtyards, you would see lips. At one time, there was benches in each one of those. But you probably haven't seen them since you was a student here.
No.
Because this is year 11 for University Village. And after year 2, we had to take them out. What do you think?
I would say probably too much noise going on. People are trying to rest, and people don't like what's going on outside.
Absolutely. Some folks don't know where to draw the line.
Okay.
And I know students don't want to be told. The courtyard in the freshman living learning center, at one time we let students just hang out there. But then it's that student that said, Dr. Clark, or petition the administration during the president's forum, we live on the campus too. Why is it that I gotta hear all this noise all night long? Why is it I can't go in my room and be able to study, or just go in my room and not hear somebody talking outside my door, or smell somebody smoking something outside of my window?
Well, Dr. Clark, this is the end of the interview, and we want to appreciate you for taking out of your business.
All right. Thank y'all, gentlemen, very much.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Right. Appreciate y'all. Thank you.
When it comes to loitering or whatever, the school policy that they just brought up or that they're trying to enforce now, it's not as bad in the commons as it is, in the village, because I stand outside my door all the time, They tell you not to smoke in the house, or if you want to smoke a black or something, you got to walk outside to smoke. That's cool. But in the V, I'm guessing since it's the first part that you see when you ride into the campus, they enforce it more on that side. But how can it be loitering when we paying to live here? You know what I'm saying? Like, this my house. When you think about it, we pay the same thing that people off campus pay. You know what I'm saying? Maybe more than they pay. And they come through bothering us, but it seems like they don't bother the people who they need to bother, that don't go to school there, because they loiter all day in the caf, in the academic building.
The loitering policy is, I feel like it's ridiculous. This is a college campus, and you can't interact with people being inside of your room. We've gotten fines for this, and the people think it's dumb just for standing out on a balcony talking. This is a college campus. You should be able to interact with people that way. Like, if you are on the balcony and you're yelling at somebody else while on the street, now you can get like $100 fine for that. It's all in the student handbook. You need to read it.
Pretty much this loitering policy on campus. I hear that if you're caught outside, they'll charge $25 to your account. I somewhat agree with it, because with loitering comes certain things. You know, people might be out there, you know, disturbing others. Somebody could be in the room trying to study. A fight can break out, numerous things. But as college students and being in this beautiful city of Savannah, I think we should be able to stand outside and you know, and enjoy the weather. So that's my take on that.
Loitering issue, I think it's unfair because we paid thousands of dollars to stay here and we can't even stand outside to converse with people, our colleagues, friends, without being fined. I know a lot of times my roommates don't like my company inside the house. Sometimes they may feel like we're a little too loud. So I think that we should be allowed to at least stand outside, even if it's a time for that. But I don't think that we should be fined for have a loitering fine.
I feel like loitering policy kind of whack in a sense where the school is too small to just be in one area, and you need to make it look more live with people walking around and all that police and campus. I know they make folks just go in the house or just tell folks what to do, but if you make the campus a little more exciting, it'll bring more people to the school instead of having them go in the house.
I really don't like the loitering policy. We're grown people, so we shouldn't really have rules. It's all where we can stand, and you know, we should be able to do what we want to do. We pay all this money, and we can't even sit on the balcony and chill.
Can't even stand outside and talk to your friends. My thing is, we can't have one person in our room, so why can't we stand outside with all our cameras?
I'll be getting out of there.
Something that we can do better, I guess, an agreement is so I would say around about 12:30, 1 o'clock, then people can, you know, go ahead about their business. But this is our campus as a student body, and then they turned it into a walking campus, so more people are walking, meeting. So that's where the congregation comes from as well, especially in front of the student center, the academic buildings. You meet people in class, you know, you meet people walking, you know, people in traffic. You meet people because this is a walking campus now. So I think it's a good thing, you know, that people are trying to congregate, because it was a time when people didn't even know each other. So this is a small campus, this is a community. People gonna talk, people gonna congregate. This is what it is.
Yo, my digital dash is
Lewis, president of junior class, interviewing Chief of Police here at Savannah State University, none other than Chief Crichton Roberts. Thank you, Chief Roberts, for giving me our time.
No problem.
Start out with our first question. Can you define loitering for me?
Well, what I did was I looked up the statute.
Yes.
It's Georgia statute. It's 16-1136, and it's basically what it says: when a person commits the offense of loitering around, he is in a place, in a time, or in a manner not usual for law-abiding individuals under circumstances that warrant justifiable and unreasonable alarm.
Question number 2. What is the real harm to students congregating outside their rooms on the balconies?
Honestly, I don't know what the real harm would be. I do know what the school's stance is on, and they don't want the wrong perception to be seen by the general public or by certain students. And in the past, from what I'm told, prior to me coming to work at Savannah State, that there was a problem with people were hanging out basically in the dormitory areas and making lots of noise. So folks were trying to sleep, couldn't sleep. People were just causing a ruckus up there, in the balconies and in the courtyards. That's what I'm told.
Well, you heard it from the man himself. Thank you, Chief Roberts, for your time.
No problem.
All right, have a great day. The presentation that you've just seen is about Savannah State University's loitering policy, which does not allow students to stand around their different places of residence. What you've seen today is facts and all the different things that were presented in this video. I would like for you to take them and analyze them and ask, what would you do if you were in this situation? What would you do if your university said that you standing around your building for just a few minutes, or you sitting on your balcony was loitering? The choice is up to you. You have the power. Make a decision and stand firm with it. Thank you for watching this presentation.
Hey, this is a song for my haters.